Hello everyone and welcome to the Honda S800 update number 12. I can't do anything with my hands to show you 12. Hold up. 12. Hold up. Does that look like 12 to you? I don't know. Anyways, today we're going to be doing something really fun and we're going to be showing you the process of how I'm restoring my bolts. Now, I'm not doing it myself because I am a hypochondriac, if that's the right way to say it. I don't like chemicals. I don't like smells. I'm not doing that. So essentially what I was doing is I was taking bolts and washers and nuts, essentially hardware from the 1960s, and dropping them off to that specialty shop that Re-Zinced stuff, and this is how they came out. But I skipped an important step because I didn't know, and that's cleaning them prior to dropping them off. Because when I went to go pick these up, some of them were like a little bit messed up, and I was like, did you guys clean these? And they were like, we don't do that. So this time around, I got a shop that I've been working with, ASF Machine here in Grand Junction, to clean the bolts before we drop them off. So essentially we have a three-step process. We have our hardware, then we're gonna be dropping it off to ASF Machine, and then from ASF Machine, we're gonna be dropping it off to the specialty shop to get re-zinced. So when they come out, they will not only have been cleaned, but they have been re-zinced and protected and ready to assemble in our S800. And I don't know about you, but I love to have nice clean hardware. It just makes me take that extra pride and just feels really good. So this box has already been cleaned by ASF Machine. It might not look like it, but trust me, it's been cleaned, way cleaner than when I dropped it off. And so essentially what we're gonna be doing is taking this box to ASF, and then we're gonna be taking this box to the specialty place. And since this box is already done, just gonna go back here in the garage. All right, guys. Let's move on to the next update. All right, look at these. As you can tell, one is different from the other. So this is the original one, and I'm almost going to be brave enough to assume that this is from the 1960s. And what I did is I just used some simple chrome cleaner and polished it up. And it was crazy though, because originally I was like, let me go get it re-chromed or let me buy a new one, but we're not trying to spend all that money. This project is getting, we wanna keep it within a budget. But look at that, I think that looks absolutely great, and I'm happy with that. Now I know, because somebody who watches the channel let me know that this originally had some color to it. I believe there was black behind the S800 or somewhere in it, but I know that this isn't correct, but I polished this as well. And again, I'm not gonna buy a new one because I think this looks pretty cool. And if later on down the road, when we finish everything, if I find a new one, I'll get it. But we're gonna put this the way it is, and I still think it looks pretty neat. All right, let's go put them on. If you guys remember, this panel, the fender, has been paint corrected and ceramic coated, and a hard coat has been put on top of it. So let's go ahead and add this emblem. Woo! Let me tell you, every time I add something to this car, I'm so excited. And our Honda badge is installed. I really like that font. I think that's really cool how Honda did that back in the days. Oh man, I'm just so excited. Every single little thing gets me pumped up. All right, that is on there, guys. Woo! I'm excited. One more thing in the bag. All right, we're gonna go ahead and attach this assembly to the car. I'm excited because, yeah, it's one more thing that we could add to the car. But essentially what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna put the camera there because Elise is gonna have to help me out. Once I align it, we want to put one bolt in there, and then we could do the rest. But let's go do it. All right, guys, let me show you what we just did. If you look at that pedal assembly, it connects all the way in the bottom. Let's see if we get you up there, right? I know those springs might not be right, but we'll figure it out later. And so that connects to the top. We use two smaller bolts as pilot holes so we could align it in the top. Let's show you that. So while I was holding it up, Elise put this bolt in here and it held it up. Of course, one bolt's not gonna hold the whole thing up, but then it wasn't aligning right. So I put a screwdriver in here and I kind of pushed it forward to get the other one in. I'm going to consider these as pallet ones because they're a lot smaller than the ones that actually I think are going to do majority of the work. So I'm not going to tighten them all the way down because I want to get all of the bolts in there before we tighten everything down. All right, looks like they're a 12 millimeter. In the parts catalog or the service manual that I found doesn't really talk about pedal assembly, and I'm assuming that, you know, not many people would be disassembling their pedals. All right, ladies and gents, we are tightening up the last bolt, and this is in there. We got the pedal assembly in there. The only thing is, and I can't wait to hear your guys' recommendations or what I did wrong here, is this has to go on here somehow, right? So I'm assuming in the future, if a bolt actually connects all the way through to the pedal assembly, like if it becomes one, because the only thing I could think of is that these two bolts right here hold it down, which if that's the case, then I'll just replace these two bolts with longer ones and hold that down. But this was cleaned out, and I have to put it together from the looks of it. But if that's the case, that's fine. That's easy. We just know that it's bolted down for now. But whenever we rebuild this, if we have to replace the two bolts, we'll definitely do that. And we're done for this update number 12. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this one. I guess because we were navigating stuff, we were trying to bolt it on. We're using that part of the car rebuilding that's always fun, and that's like that critical thinking. And I just love that. Anyways, guys, this was fun. As I put it together, I'm actually noticing how the cars functions as far as like the systems and all that. And it's really interesting. I really love that mechanical part of it as well. Well, if you have any recommendations, or if you saw I did something wrong, which I'm pretty sure I might have, just let me know, because that helps us and you become part of that build. And we always welcome that if you want to help with the build, we're still offering real estate on the hood. If you help us and contribute to our build, we're gonna make a badge and put it on the hood, and you know, so every time we open that hood and show people that motorcycle engine, you know, they'll be able to see that you helped build this car. Anyways, guys, you guys take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon.